Oh, the chairman back up.
I was in chairman.
No, offering Gabana.
There was also Yambai.
Oh, okay.
You didn't come away in the course of the week.
Pizza man for room.
Okay. I'm almost on taking charge of segments.
No problem.
Rich, who's the leagues they are starting? Madrid for were pushing for game to go as far as Nyamea Doma next week. Who say as part of the opening of the Spanish La Liga season, Madrid did not want to play this season, and La Liga did not accept it. Until whatever happens, they have to come and play. And La Liga for at least some 2 or 3 days because Barça ball Saturday, and now weekend Atletico Madrid on Sunday, and now there were games and then almost bomb match out of the Estadio Santiago de Bernabeu. It's rich today. Madrid are there, and in front of Marca, I must say grand estreno, essentially talking about Madrid's grand opening of the season. Rich, it feels like a new beginning for Madrid. Who say Carlo Akwaba Ababayo coach Esanko. And last season, all of us and here Madrid and Common realized that we saw a few things that were worrying at Football Club Real Madrid. And they had to change. Harmony balance. Some senior players we said Dani Carvajal then you don't have a proper replacement for Dani Carvajal. Again, on the left hand side, or on Bebiana, Fala Mendy Bono, you could also tell said there isn't enough quality to play well and get results from that area. So they have done a lot of investment. Even at centre back, Madrid did not have a centre back and now you bomb front-footed football in Barca Bono. Centre back are onim boni kranim bo or the ball to form Timmy Bo passes if you start to play. Madrid did not have that. So they have to go onto the market and then bring on players to help them get a job done. And of course, they got a bunch of friend Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool. Obianim saw a scouts boy from Liverpool through and through. Madrid got him almost for nothing. And the hope is that he can replicate near Dani Carvajal, Madrid over the years. At least for the now and also for the future. Dani Carvajal creating chances shadow. Dani Carvajal sometimes 80 goals for FC Real Madrid. They expecting Sir Brent friend Trent Alexander-Arnold can do that for them. On yet the same kind of fullback. Trent can do more. If we are going by what the possible lineup is going to be, according to the Marca and a lot of Madrid Chrome, we are expecting to see a 3-back, a 4-back, instead of the regular 3-back. Can you say Xabi Alonso? Ewo buying no for Leverkusen. You expect to see Eda Militao and Thibaut Courtois as part of the back line. We are expecting also to see a branch friend Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be part of the back line. Dean Heitzen and a branch friend Alvaro Carreras But I say Alvaro Carreras can play as a centre back. It's another part of the back three. Then Dean Heitzen Fifi as a CCB. It means that Trent Alexander-Arnold can push up as a winger. Then say Ibrahim Diaz next started, or even Rodrigo Goes kind of started, that player is going to be an inside forward, send a Trent keep with, and then they are going to be 3 midfielders. We are expecting Orient Chumeni, we are expecting a friend Federico Valverde, any other Gule to be the midfielders of Real Madrid. Then up top there, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Ebelidi Lines, Eddie Amaiti. It's an interesting Madrid setup going into an opening out of Santiago Bernabeu against Osasuna. Now, last season, Osasuna did 9th. It was Spanish La Liga. Osasuna is Spanish La Liga team bia upset, especially when they play Madrid. Especially somebody against Madrid. And you see, there is a little bit of a pressure on Madrid from a point to any pressure giddy. But the fact that Barca starting league, was 3-0 away at Mallorca. So Uber first game at home at the Estadio de Santiago Bernabeu, you expected to score. You expected to win that game. Regardless of how good Osasuna have been, regardless of how solid Osasuna have played in the last few seasons, Madrid is expected to go into the game and then get the job done. This is the starting lineup, like I've been telling you. Carreras, Heitzen, Militao, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Chimeni, Adagule, Valverde, Brahim Diaz, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham out, Eduardo Camavinga out, Abrante Feni, Antonio Rudiger, and so out of that Madrid team that is going to play. Which Unim said, Xabi Alonso ebo 108 games. Abrano ye player how Madrid no. Olusumu 6 pe. Or Santiago Bernabeu.
As a player.
Yeah. 108. He lost just 6 at the Santiago Bernabeu. So he has a personal record of being very successful at the Santiago Bernabeu as a player.
And at times, a baller.
Very, very good player.
Excellent midfielder.
And even at Bayern for Leverkusen, Yenimse of our team, no, and then they won the German Bundesliga throughout the season. The only time that they lost in that season was in that final against Atalanta in the Europa League final. But in the German Bundesliga, nobody could beat them. So it means that he is a manager over the underpinnings of defending solidity. As of course, you can also attribute that to the kind of managers that he learned the trade under. I listened to Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho said he had always believed that Xabi Alonso was going to be an excellent manager because one, Ono Xabi Nankasa, ni papa a former football manager. Ni papa coach pen. And he's also from the Andalusia area. On you through on Free Madrid Cromon. He is just like Mikel Arteta. He is just like also what's the name of this Bournemouth manager Andoni Iraola. He is just like former West Ham manager Julian Lopetegui. They are all from the Bucks area, from Andalusia. He is from a proper football Spanish base and a papaya manager, and then links the job under Rafa Benitez at Liverpool. Went on under Jose Mourinho. Did a very good job also under Josep Guardiola. People forget that at FC Bayern Munich. And of course under Carlo Ancelotti, he learned the trade. So manager who have played under managers, they understand the ability to be defensively solid. He has that experience. Another manager who understands the ability to play the football and then have lots of possession, pin opponents back as well. Abrante Feni, Xabi Alonso is one of them. There is a story that one time I read from Liverpool Echo. Now, almost say Abra o free Spain ababebo Liverpool. Na ono Xabi Alonso or the Nerebai. Na Nereno a traditional Spanish woman. Onim sen yetine fimani kunko akoye adwuma. So the lady was forcing Xabi that opese oye adwuma whilst he's playing the football. Xabi said, "Oh, you don't need the money. I mean, me Xabi Alonso. We have money. Who
your housewife.
Xabi Kokach Liverpool for at the time. Oh, me research in Chino. Now, experience Ben or Irewa. Also, me no Spain. A Jumo answer and Bible board. No a hotel attendant. Hotel attendant Xabi. I'm okay, fine. So be there. Into which I'm compare hotel attendant a Juma and my Xabi Alonso yere or Liverpool crew. So Jimmy Carragher say one time. Liverpool foreign have launched into a hotel, and Liverpool players think this oh, omu kwa bisa attendant for say omu pay bibi kakebia wash shoes omu bisa questions, omu koya lady no attendant no, it would deep Spanish accent. Omu bisa lady say now Spanish here you hardly see Spanish women doing this job here in Midland England, the north of England like that. We hardly see this thing. Oh, catch on say oh, Mimi Kune Xabi Alonso. And me cry that human may because I don't want to stay at home and then do anything. I'm doing the job. I'm called Xabi organizer massa. Yes, or wife from Maninjai a human or so Xabi has interesting stories around him. And today he starts his own journey at our football club Real Madrid. And now in the pre-match press conference, he was asked about a lot of things. On about this boy, Franco Mastantuano. They asked him, say, how much is Franco Mastantuano say Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer of all time? No say that in Spanish for. Meaning say you're Madrid there. But the boy is Argentine. And also see a left-footed player. And Messi dino bebo. Inti he also has his own choices. Or wanyoma ope inti mesremo. That is what we want to do. Allow the young man to go on. Rich, may we update kakra on Vinicius Junior contract.
Before the remo update no. Madrid team now. What's the COVID? There be a deal coming so as a team here imbalance.
Yeah.
But I feel going for some Madrid person on Madrid.
Yeah.
I'm from Fino.
Yeah.
Some Madrid ni ball na. I'm so metakibi. Because and the modern game no. And you know 2 halves. So who ni ball na. That's a who defend or who opponent. Sorry, who half or na. How you defend? And so who ball na. Now go opponent in so half. How I want to be the ball in the bed.
Near kind of you play the ball on the ball and win the game without the ball.
But so as a Madrid in the ball now, this 3 players.
Yeah.
Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Rodrigo Nebabo, Brahim Diaz. As I Bibian from.
Yeah.
I made for the defense and one job on the Zamfa.
I'm impressive winning ball.
What else Barcelona?
Which even game of money Arsenal boy. Did you see Bukayo Saka? Which you work hard without the ball. In the best teams.
That's a team no.
Yeah.
And I'm 11.
Yes, you have to work hard without the ball. And that is an excellent
Madrid on pass.
Said this season
without the ball, almost front
Madrid be called anymore. It depends more on one Vini Jr., Mbappe, and whoever plays alongside them who do without the ball. How they'll press, how they'll counter press, how they'll make sure they're in the face of opponents are very important. Because some person are even faster and closer to the opponents going transitions. You have to win very high up the pitch and make sure you can transit and get a goal. Which if you against Osasuna day, I don't think say you be big Biana. Rich. And over 1.5 over 2.5 Madrid will get a job done. I think that they will get a job done. They just have to do it in a flamboyant style. Rich Mundo say Hansi Flick or plan. And when Hansi Flick, it was reported say he was angry after Sam Mayoka game. Which they no creo. According to those reporters that are close to the Barca team, Nyomu can say Hansi Flick catching the players. They say he doesn't think say some game now this lackadaisical. They can even win the Spanish La Liga, and it looks as if say in the subconsciousness of Barca forum, this season is for the Champions League. Yes, league, it's part of our ambition. But then the main focus is to go into the Champions League and win it. Yes, Hansi Flick say the Spanish La Liga should be done by the first round. The opponent, how they will play the games though. They should do it by the first round, and they call it the Flick plan of making sure that they will get a job done on Abrantia in making sure that they will finish it and then win the Spanish La Liga. I wish I wouldn't be talking about this. And now, I was there somewhere and we made a regular story of how and you may do fear namada. Then I wake up later in the night. When I wake up later in the night, then later on, I come and check how things are going on. Rich, me koko kodru efie da sorea. Me sorea, you see, all of a sudden, there is an update on Abrantia. Your friend is Xavi Simons. And Rich, me koko kodru, what is the update? The update is that Xavi Simons is going to join Chelsea after Friday because Leipzig has a game against FC Bayern Munich. Now, almost a game against Bayern Munich, then right after that, Abrantia friend Xavi Simons, they are certain that Chelsea can close the deal for him and then he's going to be a Chelsea player. And I'm saying, okay, what are the nitty-gritties of the deal? What is really going on? Rich, when you say, Makano has several times said, this deal of Xavi Simons is tied to that of Christopher Nkunku. And I've said it. It is not about say these are the same players and Oba Webeko and I say whatever. It's more about the finances.
Wait there, Fatami, say interrupt you. Mr. Mo, Facebook no, mo anamo was ni na mo say off. You cut off. Enti Oba YouTube there how there live for her. Enti mo anamo share live on Facebook now say munya in bim no. Ubetimi by YouTube sisi a Insha TV. Insha TV. You stream Jumedine live ɛwɔ hɔ. Enti bra na ɛbɔ Insha FM ɛfa share YouTube na journey and then so Jumedine enti Facebook they say muntimi.
I think it's a bit to share YouTube link no. Yeah, YouTube live link no also on Twitter and whoever those are joining now.
Omunti
Yeah, to us if you.
Okay.
Rich, you see the updates that Christopher Nkunku to FC Bayern Munich is getting closer. And NCBA, Chelsea need Christopher Nkunku to Bayern Munich. Bayern for one Bayern, which on the catch Chelsea so much per Christopher Nkunku loan. Yes, the Chelsea Sporting Directors they say, Nanya Mukruya, Namako Liverpool could 75 million for Luis Diaz. Namako Nick Voldemar at Stuttgart, and you've bid for 50 million, although you didn't get the player. You've also gotten 35 million from El Nasser, from Abrante and Kingsley Coman. So why is it that Abrante and Mumpesan return? The last time you made mention of something. Say Abia they are unsure of Christopher Nkunku. We Chelsea for the catch here buying for say this is the Bundesliga 2022 Player of the Year. So when did you begin to get unsure about his quality of how well he plays? They told his agent Pini Zahavi to go back and tell Bayern for say they want to make sure say Nkunku be Chelsea. It is going as a full-time buy and not any obligation or option. It's Bayern for almost Chelsea. Chelsea should try and be creative. More relaxing or more demands like a crack. Now come on per structure and find your money. Then in the structure they will be able to bring in Christopher Nkunku first on loan and then with an obligation to buy. Just if you want to say they need to get net zero expenditure any sales this summer. And what that means is that players any players in this year, it has to be zero. Uti free man, say Coco or zero. And yet say wherever be minus say and I say plus say, they has to at least get net zero. And that is why they are making sure say Abrantia, your friend Xavi Simons is going to come in. Rich, I said it here that although Unai Emery would love to have Nicholas Jackson, and you're betting your turn because of PSR. They can't get him because of PSR. And you're possible. And today the news is out. Say Aston Villa will not be able to get in a branch of friend Nicholas Jackson because of the PSR rules now and how things are going to go on for it. Now what's say? You see, against West Ham, Tosin Adrabia you has to return. Especially in the absence of Levi Cohen. And Rich playing Trevor Chalobah at left centre back now more game. You can't take anything away from a champion. And I'm saying that a champion was even better as a CCB. He was good as a ball carrier, but not on the level of what you get for Levi Cole. Yes, so you cry, and you wait to get enough time to be able to get him to get to that level. Chelsea for now have given us good news and no pay. Say a branch friend touching a issue, and just very minor. They are expecting so Chalobah back into training and then train for the West Ham game, Nyame Adoma on Friday. Something that is deemed to be very, very positive. Still, Munya players will make me talk Joshua Zexi in Rasmus Holland.
Zexi, I know unti news ana.
They were update.
Bacho yen tone.
Fan am fancy na fi the most tone and answer.
Ono from day one I'm a catcher.
Who can have some beton? No,
I never said that.
You never said some beton.
Me say.
Okay.
Olane de ye na ye nya suit bi ama no.
Okay.
But Zexi there, at least we are show glimpses. Be say, yeah, man, time I
Zexi can be part of the team.
Only a part of the team,
okay.
Which I not pay. There's official communication.
Okay.
There's a communique from the team.
Yeah.
HSA Zexi Yentono.
Okay.
But Hollandia, Siskabia Bani if you say is good.
Yeah.
Yemenako.
And the mobile
on the didn't catch.
But now that's still Munyes Cano.
And my dear, but hoopy.
Yeah.
Because the Italian teams are at least almost show interest in him.
Okay.
And he chances at least Canabane is okay.
Inter Milan more,
but succeed
more.
For now, he's staying.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now, he's staying. But Rich, I think that Jadon Sancho they have to now. The Sika 17 still there hasn't been any concrete offer from anywhere from.
No maintenance.
Besiktas for any panic Chelsea come ramble ball.
One to one Chelsea.
Yeah, I knew it. I mean, at the time Chelsea for any sector so. Nothing anabo. Rich, mami fancy na mima eti4 code because ene efficacy medjuma or hodom. Their Champions League games are aircoso ene numre and ene mema codes because over the weekend we need 4 solid codes per. It's a show team already so they are memorable at the amount. A BW BA 5B 3B8. Next one a BW BA 5C 1AA. third one no BWBA 5DD69 and the last one no BW BA 641C1.
Okay, that's a good. You enjoy Medina Sumamo. Insurance 4.5 Tuesday edition with Samo. As I say, Facebook no mun timi and share live our but